Hey guys, welcome to Solo ReacTalk. Today, I'm going to be watching a Linfamy Japanese history video. I've made some previous videos, so I'm going to put the card up top here for you to click on if you want to watch the rest of my reactions to the Japanese history by Linfamy. Okay, let's start. Three, two, one.
A man appears in the village center, walking. His clothes are filthy, his face smeared with dirt. Black dots bounce across his unkempt hair. The midday sun shimmers above the Yayoi village. The chirp of cicadas permeate the air, punctuated by occasional sounds of children's laughter. Excited talk among the village folk center around one topic. The expedition to China that set sail months ago is returning, with promises of bronze bells and other treasures. The man's gaze pauses on the thigh of a deer crackling above a nearby fire before moving on. He avoids the village women as he walks, and they avoid him. But men and women alike seem to show deference to the stranger, like they know he carries a heavy burden. Who is this dirty man? Is he being punished? Is he just homeless? No, nothing like that. They call him a fortune keeper. Psst. Hey guys, stick around until the end of the video for a special message. Whenever the Yayoi sailed to China for a visit, they appointed someone at home to be the fortune keeper. Not fortune teller. That's a person who claims to see the future but is scamming tourists $20 at a time, when they could be billionaires if they had any actual powers. No, a fortune keeper had one purpose: to stay as dirty and disgusting as possible by not cleaning himself. Before sailing to China, they told him of things he could no longer do. Okay, you can't wash your clothes, comb your hair, remove your fleas, eat meat, or approach women. If the voyage had good fortune, they showered him with gifts and slaves, and probably gave him an actual shower immediately. But if the voyage was disastrous, dude'd be dead, because obviously he must have broken the rules. Fortune keepers were probably used at other times when people needed good luck. Now, to us, this practice seems a bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but to understand why they did it, we need to understand a basic theme of Shinto: purity. During the time of the Yayoi, Shinto was a little baby religion. Actually, it wasn't even a religion yet, it was kind of a sperm. But the Yayoi did have a mix of rituals and beliefs that would later turn into a religion. The theme of purity was already in practice at this time. Shinto followers believe that humans are born pure and we pick up impure things over time. What counts as impure? Almost anything, it seems. Impure basically means anything bad. Anything related to death is extra unclean. Luckily, you can cleanse yourself physically and spiritually with water or through purification rituals. This is why Izanagi had to bathe after returning from the land of the dead. Visitors to Shinto shrines ritually cleanse their hands and mouths with water before approaching the main shrine. In the Yayoi days, after a funeral, all members of the family bathe to cleanse themselves, separately. They believed that the physical and spiritual worlds were intertwined. By taking on physical uncleanliness, the fortune keeper also sucks up all the spiritual uncleanliness and bad luck of the community, leaving only good luck for the voyage. Now, it would have been really bad for the fortune keeper spiritually to be so dirty. So, to offset that, he would abstain from dirty things like sex. Now, if you're the type of person who thinks this makes no sense because sex is beautiful and pure and not dirty at all, my response is, sorry, you're doing it wrong and you should try harder. The Yayoi laid the foundations for a medieval Japan. They had clans, kingdoms, and developed a class system. When I think of the Yayoi, I think of agriculture, bronze, and iron. Wet-to-rice farming caused a population boom. It peaked at 2 million people. The ability to work with bronze and iron allowed them to create kick-ass tools and weapons and armor and engage in that delightful human pastime, war. Oh, so many wars. Some Yayoi customs, that's 2,000 years ago, remember, have lasted until modern times, like eating raw fish, clapping before prayers, and casual sexism. Wet-to-rice farming changed everything. All of a sudden, people had a ton of food. It's hard to move a farm around, so they had to settle in permanent farming villages and lived a more sedentary lifestyle. The Yayoi developed a strict class system. People of a lower class had to step to the side of the road to let higher-ranked people pass. This custom lasted until the 19th century. Men had multiple wives. Men of higher status had more wives. The Yayoi did not have a written language, so most of what we know of them come from Chinese writings. China was advanced. China called the Yayoi those barbarians to the east. According to the Chinese, Japan had 100 kingdoms. 30 of these were in direct contact with China. These were probably the strongest. Trading with the more advanced Chinese gave you an advantage over your rivals. It's fascinating to me that the main advances that made the Yayoi successful, farming and metalworking, also contributed to their society becoming more unequal and violent. The Jomon were egalitarian and peaceful in comparison. Why? Well, having farmland meant having land owners. Having rice meant having this precious thing to trade. The few who owned the land and rice accumulated wealth and power, leading to a class divide. Power consolidated around a few elites until a complex class hierarchy formed, with slaves at the very bottom. And once people had land, well, you gotta protect it, right? You don't want someone to steal your stuff. And sometimes you want to expand, but Akira next door is being a pest and living on your future rice paddy. Bitch gotta go. Enter metal. Sure, you can make farm tools, but weapons. That's the stuff. Iron came first, then bronze followed. They learned metalworking techniques from the mainland. Iron was easy to make. Anyone could do it with a backyard furnace. So it was mainly used to make lower-class tools for farming and labor. Bronze required large dedicated foundries and was hard to learn, so it became more valuable than iron. Bronze was used to make upper-class symbols such as bronze bells and mirrors. Oh, and weapons. The rich and powerful flaunted these bronze items around like people do today with luxury items such as Lamborghinis and happy marriages. I like to imagine conversations between lower-class people went something like this. Man, Akira's bronze bell is really big. You know what they say about people with large bells? What do they say? They're compensating for something. Oh. That's why I only have small bells. Because I have a huge... Metal was hard to come by in Japan. Metal ore was mostly imported. The kingdoms closer to the mainland forged strong trade relationships and rose to the top by going around conquering their neighbors with their shiny metal death things. Besides taking people's stuff, conquering had spiritual meaning for the Yayoi. They lived within clans called Uji. The leader of a clan is both a shaman and a war chief, and each clan was represented by a kami. The leader communicated with the kami and oversaw religious ceremonies associated with the kami. When one clan conquered another, it also conquered its kami. The victors often incorporated the new religious practices into their own rituals. Through this process, the Yayoi developed a complex kami hierarchy. As the decades of wars raged on, small tribes evolved into larger and larger states, until one state emerged to rule them all. The kingdom of Yamatai, ruled by the legendary shaman queen, Himiko. Hey, didn't see you there. You guys, I gotta say, it's been a crazy past couple of weeks. The views and subscribers on this channel have shot up compared to last month. I mean, before that, it was just me watching my own videos. Nah, earwax. Now it's past 3,000 subscribers. I mean, just look at this. This is a graph of my subscribers over time. Oh no, wait, that's just the graph of my parents' disappointment. I'm Asian. This was when I told them I didn't want to be a doctor. Anyways, thank you so much everyone for watching and subscribing. I read all of your comments, even the racist ones. I'm glad there are people out there who like this kind of stuff because I like making it. I'm new to this creating videos thing, so I hope I don't disappoint you in the future. But if I do, feel free to insult my eyebrows. So let's all have a great year together, right guys? Guys, talk to me.
Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, it's interesting how the Yayoi are totally different from the Jomon in terms of their society. And what's up with this thing about making one member of the community the what did he call it? the luck holder, something like that. Yeah, the luck holder. I mean, how do you choose who gets to be the luck holder? Is there like a lottery? Because I don't want to be in that lottery. I mean, what if the ship sinks and then they kill me because I didn't take all the bad luck? Nah, that's crazy. That's just super crazy. Uh, yeah, another thing that was different from the Drummond in terms of them being peaceful compared to the Yayoi. The Yayoi had that agriculture uh, knowledge, skills, and of course the land. When you accumulate more land, you can produce more food. When you produce more food, more people want to be on your land or want to contribute on your land, having employment, having a job, and your village grows bigger and bigger, and you grow into a town, and you have next door competitors, and of course it will lead to war, for who gets more land and who gets more power to control the region that you are based in. So yeah, it's the kind of thing that's happened across the world, with all major civilizations. Before they became what they were first farmlands. They were first, villages, and those villages and the farmland grew into those towns and to those cities, thus eventually into nations. So yeah, it's been quite interesting to find out how the Yayoi people developed their culture and also the Shinto religion, and how Japan left the Jomon era behind it and started to finally, or should I say firmly, start the Yayoi existence in Japan. Okay, guys, that's it. Remember, if you like what you see, you can give me a like, you can comment, you can also subscribe on my channel, and if you want to watch more of my posts, you can also click on the notification bell so that you can be up to date with my latest videos. Yeah, I didn't know Linfamy had plushie toys. Yeah, they're kind of cute. Although I don't know what type of plushie toy is that in the middle. I've never seen that one before. Anyways, okay, guys, bye bye.